Hi, my name is Coffea Iman, and this is another episode of Coffea Interviewed. Today I have Jasmine Dunston. For those who don't know or aren't sure of your achievements today, can you tell them a little bit about yourself for me?
So I'm Jasmine Dunston. I'm 31 years old. I'm from the Bay Area, California, and I currently hold the position as the director of minor league operations for the Chicago White Sox.
And that's exciting in itself.
Yes.
So not only are you a female, I don't know if you go by female woman of color or anything, but it is delightful to see you in that position. As far as I know, you come from a world of baseball. So how was it growing up with a father that was in the major leagues?
Sure, yes. So I do come from a family background of Major League Baseball. So my dad is Sean Dunston Sr. He played 18 years in the big leagues for the Chicago Cubs, and he also played for the San Francisco Giants. Those are the two main teams he's known for. And also he coached for the San Francisco Giants for 10 years. And I also have a brother who was drafted by the Chicago Cubs as well, and who's currently still playing baseball. So baseball is bred in me. We are a baseball family. Growing up in it has just been really exciting. Just kind of being able to see my dad on and off the field, go about his day and go about his work, being disciplined, just going about his business. And I just was fortunate to watch him and just, as times went on, I took a couple of those traits and I took that passion to be for myself. So it's been a great journey this far.
Okay, so you did play softball yourself. Was that where you got the fascination from the sport? From being a family that was embedded in baseball?
I would say so. Yes. So I went to Tennessee State University. It is a HBCU.
Yes,
Um,
I went.
yes. and
Lovely too.
yes, and I played softball there. Collegiate
Okay,
softball was D1, and we played in the Ohio Valley Conference. So
got
it
it.
was great going there. It was great experience. But I do say that my love and passion from the game came from my dad, and then also it took me all the way through. Just middle school, high school, and at the collegiate level as well.
Okay, so initially when you graduated, you were going into what field was your dream, or was baseball always the option?
I always knew when I graduated, I said, you know what, I think I want to be an attorney. That was always the thing that I was always in the back of my head. I know my mom always talked to me about it. I was a political science pre-law major at Tennessee State University. But however, I wasn't ready to kind of dive into that because I missed the game. So I took a year off. And then I went back to school. I went to Valparaiso University and I got my master's in sports administration. So I was still craving the sport before I jumped into law school.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I know while we're at our jobs, we kind of overlook the importance of it. So how do you feel being a woman in the role you are? How important do you think that is, even on a representation standpoint? How important do you think it is for a person of your stature to be in that position?
Sure. I'm humbled and grateful for the role. I know a lot of women don't hold these roles. It's basically it's a big responsibility. I report to our assistant general manager. His name is Chris Getz, and he also is our farm director. And I am the second point of contact for all minor league operations. So whether dealing with their contracts, their travel, their money, dealing with the affiliates, getting with all the Major League Baseball memos, and just making sure that we're delivering our policies and the relations to the players. So it is a big job. It is a responsibility. Being a woman, it plays a toll. It plays a part. Definitely something for them to get used to. Something definitely me to get used to. Definitely something that you do take serious. You do have to, put your time in. You have to really give it all to this job, and that's what I here to do. I'm happy to do it, but it is a lot of work, and I hope the ones watching that they'll just take a little bit from my book as I continue on.
Now, do you feel like the next generation of women just don't choose to apply for those positions, or do you feel like it is pushback?
I believe some do apply for these jobs, and I think others don't apply for those jobs because maybe they're nervous, or maybe they feel they don't have the confidence, or maybe they say, I know it's going to be a no anyway, or maybe they're just not. adverse or exposed to actually what department they want to do. I think there's many reasons why there's not so many women in these roles or in Major League Baseball, but I think we see the time is changing for the good of women applying, women asking questions, women wanting to know, hey, what do you do, or what do you do? And I think it's given them the confidence to be able to build their resume to navigate where they want to be. So I think it's a little bit of both, a little pushback, but also a little of them not trying. So we'll see where it goes within the future.
Now, do you plan on trying to climb the ladder even further, or what are your aspirations after this particular position?
Sure. So, I just always focus on the job today. I try not to get too ahead of myself because, the one major league, minor league, and major league season is a lot. A lot goes into it. So I just said this year, I'm just adversing myself into my job, my work, the title that I have been given, and the position I have been given. Let's just focus on that, do a good job, and then the future will take care of itself within the organization.
Now, do you think things can improve to make it more of a women friendly corporation, or do you feel like it's just depending on the person? It's all in perspective.
I think it depends on the person. I think it depends on the fit, what you're looking for, what the club is looking for. Just making sure it's a good fit for them and you, because it's a long season. We work with each other day in and day out. So I don't think it's necessary one big answer. I think it's case by case. And I think, it just starts with knowing the person, knowing the individual, knowing the organization. Where is the organization trying to go? What are their goals? What is their philosophy? What is their culture? And I think it's, up to us and them to figure out where we fit and making sure that we fit that mold. And so we are able to grow with the team in that capacity.
Now, how do you think women can, or someone like you can assist other women in preparing to be in the industry of this magnitude? Even if they go into the NBA, or another, or maybe hockey, what can help them get prepared to be on a corporate status
Sure.
within those fields?
Yeah, I think everything. I always say you have to be a jack of all trades. You have to
Okay.
be diverse in a little bit of everything. I think it's healthy and wise to get as much education as you can. Education is a nice buffer. It gives you a way to think, critically think, articulate, and write in a proper manner. So I think schooling is great. I think exposing yourself in different arenas, figuring out what you like, what you don't like, what your strengths and what your weaknesses. And also, I think the third one is also ask questions, reach out to people, reach out to women and men in different organizations. And just because they don't respond, don't give up. Just reach out to them and just try to network and see what they do, so they can give you little tidbits on what to do here, what to do there. The advice that I can give, if someone is seeking a job in Major League Baseball, I just always say, learn the new collecting bargain agreement that's going to come out, know the major league rules that are here, adverse yourself in player evaluation, scouting, video, the analytics, true media, bats, rapsodo, blast sensors, or it can be on the performance side with strength and conditioning, or whether it's nutrition, whether it's field staff. I think there's no limit, especially in player development. So just find your skills and fine tune it, and then just bring it apart and see where you fit in that organization. But nothing is too broad.
Okay. What have you valued most about this experience? You said you've been in this position since November?
Yes, I've
Yeah.
been in this position since November. However, I was with the Cincinnati Reds last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
What have you valued most about being in those positions in the baseball industry?
Sure. I think most value, right, is just I'm always a student of the game. I value always learning. I always think, I feel good today, and, I conquered
Right.
today. But tomorrow I'm just like, I didn't even know that, or I didn't
Right.
even think about it like that.
Yeah.
So I think our jobs, the day is never the same. So it's always being open, it's being authentic, and it's being able to be approachable and able to learn new things every single day, because everything is always changing. So I think I value just being here in the middle of everything, it keeps me on my toes, that's for sure.
Okay. What has or who has inspired you outside of your father to keep pushing to reach those heights that you've reached so far?
Sure. I think, it really, one, just stemmed from my parents, just being able to just be free, just a free thinker, being able to do what you like, take being accountable for your own life, your own plan, your own journey, and honestly, just saying, Jasmine, what do you want to do? You can't fit in a box of what someone else wants to do, or you can't do what others do. You have to know yourself, and you have to believe in yourself. So I think that steals from my parents. I think it steals from my whole family. We're a big family. Individuals. My cousin Riva, her name is Riva Tolbert. She's a real estate agent. She is the epitome of an independent woman for me. She's always pushing and always grinding. She's always challenging. She's always going the extra mile. She's always higher learning. She's always reading podcasts, reading books, and she's always trying to be better at life. So I think that also inspires me too, gets me energetic just about life, just waking up every day and just trying to reach the pinnacle of what we can to, because we never want to peak too soon in our capacity. It's always good to stretch.
Yeah. Well, thank you for those extraordinary gems that we can share with each other. It is difficult sometimes, and I know things seem challenging, but you have proven that just keep pushing and keep your best foot forward always, gets you that win. So what could you tell someone inspiring? I know you gave us advice on entering to the baseball industry, but just inspiring to go after their dreams. What would you tell another woman or someone coming out of high school?
Put in the time, just put in the time, and like I honestly just saying, be authentic, know yourself, and just get a goal and do that. I think it's
Okay.
sometimes we try to do so many different things, but for me and my personality, I always just say, like, I like to stay focused, don't get
Okay.
sidetracked on the excess noise or the naysayers or things that other
Mhm.
people have to say. If you have a dream, go get it, go try it. Don't be nervous. It's going to be scary, but you have to be uncomfortable to get comfortable, and I promise you the reward is at the top. But it's going to be lonely getting there, that journey. Sometimes we think that we're going to miss out on things, whether it's that party, whether it's hanging out, or whether
Mhm.
that gathering. But if you're truly about it, about your business, you really have to sacrifice sometimes. You have to stay focused, you have to stay committed to that dream, and I believe hard work does truly pay off.
Okay. Well, thank you for this inspiration. You have definitely taught us something today. We appreciate you taking the time out and even joining us today. We wish you the best of luck and much more success. So thank you so much, Jasmine. We appreciate your support.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you having me today.
Thank you.
All right.